What's up, Nexus Youth? We're your hosts. My name's Trent.
My name's Nate.
17. I'll tell you right now, I'm winning a drum. What's up, Nexus Youth? How you guys doing today? So today we have a new video for you guys, and we have a new challenge. So last week, if you didn't see, Preston here lost a challenge, so he had to spin the wheel of misfortune, and he picked the Milkshake of Despair. So today, what we have for him is 6 different milkshakes, all different flavors, and they're not very good flavors, as you can see. And anyway, so he's gonna guess he's gonna take a drink one at a time, and he's gonna try to guess them. For each one he gets wrong, later on he's gonna get pelted with 3 eggs. Or if he doesn't know what it is but finishes the rest of the milkshake, then he's clear from getting hit with eggs that round. So yeah, I think we should get started.
Where do I start?
You can start wherever you'd like. I'll let you choose.
Let's get this.
All right.
All right.
So that's what he's gonna be drinking. Oh my gosh.
You put milk in all of these?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Milk and ice cream, isn't that a milkshake? Oh my gosh.
I have no clue.
You have no clue? Does it taste good?
Do you have even a guess?
I don't even have a guess.
Like, what
I just say it just tastes like a really bad milkshake. I honestly have no clue.
Well, then you better finish it.
What is it?
Well, I'm not gonna. You want to know?
No, I'll go finish it.
You'll finish it?
Yeah, what is it?
All right, it's mushroom soup.
You know what? I can honestly say I've never had mushroom soup. I don't eat
Okay.
mushrooms. Now that I know that, this is gonna be harder to. I don't eat onions.
That's why. Okay. For the rest of these, he's gonna have to finish it before I tell him what it is. Then. That way, it's not so hard for you. Actually,
Oh man, it's getting tougher. Oh.
I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're finishing it.
This is a lot of stuff though. Oh. Okay.
There you go. This man's a champ. So which one are you thinking you're picking next?
I think I'm just gonna go in order.
You're gonna go in order? So that's the one he's gonna be doing right now. I'm glad you're doing this rather than me because I could not do this. I was gagging earlier just from smelling them.
Oh gosh.
Out of all of
If I
them,
have to throw up, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to.
you know, out of all of them, I think this one, I don't know, I think this one might be pretty easy. As far as drinking wise.
Again, I mean, I can't smell it. I just smell. I think the dairy is kind of dominating, and the different colors are tripping me out too.
Oh man.
Is it a dip of some sort?
It is.
Okay, but I can't. I'm telling you, the ice cream and the dairy is really. It just makes everything so creamy, and I can't distinguish. God, I have such a bad sense of taste. What is it? I don't know.
It's bean dip.
Oh my gosh, bean dip.
It's bean dip. Did it taste like bean dip?
Yes. Now that you mention it, I can taste the bean. There's a kick. Was it like a jalapeno bean dip?
No, it was just the regular one. Original. Well, he said it didn't taste bad, so.
Well, beans are kind of, they kind of have a creamy.
That's why I was saying this one shouldn't be too bad. I actually like bean dip a lot. That means that I can't do math. What is 6 minus 18? 12. That means right now there's potentially 12 eggs that could be thrown at him if he finishes this. That's 2 milkshakes down. I feel like you might guess this one though.
Yeah.
All right, here he goes. His first little sip. What is the face he made?
If you guess it, then you don't have to drink it anymore.
Oh my gosh, it's truly, it's not good.
Oh my goodness. You know, if
You want to take a sip?
yeah, you want to give it. You
I mean,
want a
obviously you
lifeline?
know.
You want a lifeline? Hey, take a sip and try to. Oh well, you can't tell him what it is. That's right. You see what it is. Never mind.
Can I get some hints? Is it a condiment?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's hard to. It doesn't have like a soup.
You're close. That now that you said it's a condiment, but this is nasty. I hope. If you can't get it, I would just try to drink
Is
the
it
rest.
mayo?
Is that your final guess? You only get one guess.
But mayo's not that like I don't know. I can't put my finger on it because I'm only thinking like obviously I can see the color of it.
I will give you a hint. Do you want a hint
Yeah, I
after
wanna-
guessing that?
Some people can't enjoy certain things unless they have this condiment.
Absolutely. I would agree with that.
It's not like, say, barbecue sauce or something where it's like, oh, I like barbecue sauce, so I put it on things. It's kind of like certain foods aren't eaten. Like, this is what you put with it.
Is it ranch?
Is that your final guess?
That's my final guess.
Yeah, it's ranch.
Oh my gosh, it does not taste like ranch.
It doesn't taste like
No.
ranch. I mean, what does it taste like?
It disgusting.
All right, this
Oh,
next one.
It did not taste like ranch.
I wonder how this one's gonna taste.
Actually, I'm tasting the ranch now that I'm.
You are?
Oh gosh, what is that?
He kind of dropped something. Oh yeah.
I don't want. I see it. It's discolored. I don't want to eat it. Let's go into there. Okay.
That might have been your only chance of help.
Oh really? These are cousins. I don't like the foam. I really.
You might have added a little.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't like it. I smell it. I don't want it.
Taste it. You gotta taste it.
Is that like a? Golly. Oh, Can I get a hint? It's a food.
Yes.
It's like jalapenos.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess. Jalapenos.
Jalapenos, yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
Wow. He's annihilating these. I don't think we're gonna be pelting him with any eggs.
Well, we'll see. The latter.
This one though. This one.
Well, let me see. The milkshakes I drank the entire things are starting to do some damage. On my. I do not like the. I do not like this.
That's what these have been sitting out, dude.
Well, here's the thing for this one. This one, there's you can either guess two different things.
Well, it's really the same thing. Like, if you think about it.
Well, I guess, yeah. But I want him to either say
yeah.
that or that. Oh, that's so bad.
Honestly, this is not bad.
It's not bad.
I'm not picking up anything.
Well, while you're finishing that, Ben, on a scale from 1 to 10, how disgusting would you say this is? 10 being bad and 1 being okay.
About a 9.
On disgusting?
Yeah.
Okay, what about me?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, Sammy?
A 10.
At 10?
On disgusting.
What was it? It's tuna and cat food. Tuna and cat food? It's tuna, yeah. Yeah, I didn't pick that up at all.
Oh gosh.
Hey, this is better than my original idea. My original idea was for each one he got right, I would have to get pelted with eggs. But I decided not to go
this.
with that.
I may get some eggs, guys. What is this? Okay, I'm keeping this tough face, but I'm struggling internally with the fact that I just drink cat food.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't like this.
For those of you guys watching right now, comment which one you think would be the hardest for you to drink.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that is... I think this one he's on right now would probably be the hardest for me to drink.
Well, Ben, you may get some eggs after all. Oh gosh.
I will say the. Oh.
I don't like it. I really don't like it. This
Plain.
one's tough, man. Obviously, the color. I mean, I think I'm just gonna try to finish this,
Okay.
but it's. Okay. Oh, I'm really full.
How much you got left? Oh, you still got a.
Yeah, I got a couple.
So bad, dude. Okay.
What is it?
It's cheese.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. It's a little cheese flavored baby food.
Cheese flavored baby food?
I can't believe it, dude. You finished all of these?
I finished 4.
Well, he finished 4. He guessed 2 of them.
I guess 2 of them.
He did a lot better than I was thinking. But would you say this was a pretty, I don't know, tough like?
I was dreading it. It was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
You know, the tuna's messing with my mind a little bit, to tell you the truth.
Because now you're rethinking, do I actually like?
No, that's not.
Oh, okay. These are all things that I definitely would have thrown up to. But knowing Preston, he's pretty good at food challenges, so he took this like a champ.
Yep.
But all right, well that was the misfortune. I guess you got it easy in a way. He doesn't get pelted with eggs, so that saves me the trip of cleaning them up.
If you had tasted the mushroom one, you would.
No, I definitely wouldn't
was
want to.
not
I smelled them
fortunate.
all. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for the challenge today. We'll see you guys at the devotion. What's up, Nexus Youth? How you guys doing today? So you guys just came back from the Milkshake of Despair, where Preston had to take shots of milkshakes with different flavors and guess them. And honestly, that was very disgusting, but he took it like a champ, and that was pretty funny. But if you haven't noticed already, I'm alone today. Nate's not here. He's busy doing other things, and but that's okay because I still have God's word for you guys, and it's going to be good. So for the topic of the devotion that I have brought to you guys today, it's called Overcoming Depression. And so this topic, honestly, when I was praying and asking God, God, what should we be talking about? And I feel like this is something that we all, I think, at some point start to get a feeling of. We all start to get that feeling of alone, feeling like, feeling failure, feeling unworthy. And, this is something I believe that we all go through at some point in time. And I know for a fact that I did, and a lot of times it stems from depression, it stems from feelings of failure, it stems from feelings of feeling unworthy, feelings of grief, heartbreak, and loneliness. And, what I think depression is depression is when we let our hearts depend on the world. And now I'm not saying that the feeling sad or being heartbroken or feeling grief, when we lose somebody, I'm not saying that these are all things that we shouldn't be feeling, because I believe it's inevitable for us to not feel these things. I think that these are natural feelings of feeling sad or feeling like we failed. But what I'm talking about when it comes to depression, I think that depression is when we let those feelings take hold of our lives, and we stop trusting in what God has for us. And so today, that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. It's okay. It's okay when we're going through things. When things happen to us in life, when we feel like everything's going downhill, when we feel like the devil's just throwing everything at us, when something bad does happen in our lives, where we feel alone, like we have no friends, or we just have that ultimate feeling of, man, I am in this pit and I have no idea how to get out. It's when it comes to that point, we have to decide, Are we going to work on getting out of that pit, or are we going to just sit there and just let everything happen to us? And I would encourage you guys to fight. I would encourage you guys, don't give up, don't give in. Depression is not something that we were created to have. We were not born into this world to feel alone. We weren't born in this world for our hearts to be detached from God. We weren't born in this world to feel like everything is just too much and I am just sad and I don't want to do anything. That is not what we were born into this world for. We were born into this world not only to love God, but to love other people. And you can't love God or love other people when you're feeling alone, when you feel like there's nothing you can do, when you feel hopeless. And there's multiple verses in the Bible that I would love to share with you guys that would be a great testimony to show you guys that God is there for you when you're feeling this way, when you feel like all hope is lost, when you feel like the devil's just throwing arrows and rocks and all these different things at you and you're just constantly getting hit and hit down and you're feeling like everything's hopeless. God is there to protect you, to shield you, and to pick you right back up when you do get hit. Because let me tell you right now, this world is going to hit you. This world is going to shove you. But when you have God on your side, none of that's going to matter, because the world can shove you, the devil can hit you, and you can struggle as much as possible. But if you have God on your side, it won't affect you. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, is when things hit the fan, when bad things happen, are we going to sit in it? Are we going to let it happen to us? Are we going to become depressed, this feeling of being depressed? Or are we going to hold on to what God has promised to us and take hold of that and trust in God? There's some verses I want to read for you guys that deal with, I would say, depression and how to deal with it. Starting with the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 9. Right here it reads, "The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you." Right there, it tells us the Lord, God, He's the answer to your problems. He's the answer for when you're feeling oppressed, when you're feeling depressed. God is there for you. He'll never forsake you. He'll never leave you. And it's one of those things where it's like he's that person, or He's that thing in your life where you can always go back to, and you can always lean on and trust when things go bad, because God will never leave you. He loves you and He is for you. And if we just trust in Him, right there it says, those who know your name trust in you, Lord. If you know God's name, call on Him. When you're feeling like you're getting attacked, call on Him. And I promise you, He'll be there for you. Another verse I want to read for you guys is the same book, Psalm, and it's in chapter 23, verse 4. It says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." We are going to go through tough times. We are going to be in places in our lives where we feel like it's just too big, it's just too much, and we can't continue. But God tells us we shouldn't fear anything. We shouldn't fear evil. We shouldn't fear those big obstacles that come in our lives. God says that He is your staff. He's going to hold you up when you feel like you can't walk anymore. When you're not enough, God is. And I would just encourage you guys, when you feel like there's no hope, when you feel like a failure, when you feel like you're unworthy of something, don't feed into that. Don't believe in that agenda. Don't believe that you cannot do anything, because God can do everything. God is on your side. And when you trust in Him and when you lean on Him and you say, "God, I know that I can't do this, but I know you can. So when I go into this, I'm going to go with faith, and I'm going to go and trust in you, Lord, that I know that everything that I do in your name, God, is great and amazing." And so we have to go in with that mindset of, "Lord, I know that this is going to be tough. I know this is going to be hard, but I know that with you, nothing's impossible." And I think that, and to give you a better example of somebody's life where things hit the fan, where everything went downhill. Somebody who went through it. A perfect example in the Bible is Job. You know, Job, he had a family. He had a lot of land. You know, Job was living a good life. And then, you know, the devil, he wanted to test Job. He told God, hey, you know what? Look how faithful Job is. But I bet you anything, if you take that all away from him, if you take away his family, if you take away his health, he's not going to serve you like he is now. And that's one thing that the devil will always try to do. He's always going to try to push you. He's going to try to test you. He's going to try to see if maybe if he takes this from you, or maybe if he does this to you, maybe that'll stumble your faith with God. And God said, no, I believe in Job, and fine, I will test him, but I bet you anything he's going to love me no matter what. And so, you know how the story goes. God lets the devil test him. You know, Job loses his family. He gets really sick. He loses his land. And yet, Job was still faithful. Job knew that even through the toughest times in his life, God was still number one, and God was still going to work on his behalf. And then at the end of that story, Job not only earned back what he had lost, but he earned double. And I promise you, when you go through things, I know we've talked about this before, sometimes bad things that happen in your lives are actually a good thing in the end. There's always a purpose for things that happen. And when I tell you need to have faith, when I tell you that you need to trust in God, I promise you, when you're feeling alone, if you're in your room at night listening to music, feeling like that's the only thing that can comfort you, I promise you that's not going to be the only thing that comforts you. If you're feeling that feeling of aloneness, don't search for anything else. Don't feel like you need to text to somebody. You don't feel like you need to go out of your way to try to earn love from somebody. The only person that you need to go to is God. God is the only source of love you should be going to, other than, you know, your family or whatever. But God is the number one source. And that's what I want, and that's the key. When you're feeling like everything is going downhill, when you're feeling like, you know, there's some of you that are feeling like you just want to give up on life. Don't. Your life is so precious. God has a wonderful plan for you. But you just got to have faith. You just have to trust in God. You just have to believe that, you know what, this is just a season. This is life. Life is going to throw rocks and stones at you. Life is going to hit you hard. But it's how you react to it. It's how you work through it. This life ain't easy, and I agree. But God is a God of love. And he will always be there for you. He's been there for me. And I would say the same for you. He will be there for you. You just have to have faith, and you just have to trust in him. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and pray for you guys. If you would just bow your heads with me. God, I just thank you so much for all that you're doing. I thank you for moving and working in our lives, God. Lord, I just pray for every single person watching this, God, every single student, Lord. I just pray right now, Lord, during this season, God, that you would just work through them, God, that you would just use them in incredible ways, God, that, Lord, you would just remind them of how much you love them, God, that they would be faithful to you, Lord, that even through the tough times in their lives, God, when they feel like they're all alone, when they feel unworthy, when they feel failure, God, when they feel grief, God, that they wouldn't take a hold of that, Lord, that they wouldn't keep that in their hearts, but God, that they would work with you, Lord, that they would trust in you and know that, Lord, you are good, God, and that if they just have faith in you, God, and they just remember to love you and to love other people, God, that everything will work out fine, God. I just pray right now, Lord, if any of our students or if anybody watching this, God, is going through the season where they feel depressed, Lord, when they feel like they're unworthy, God, when they feel alone and there's heartbreak, God, I pray, Lord, that you would just fill that gap, Lord, that you would just fill them with peace, give them comfort, Lord, because, Lord, you are our comforter, God. You are the person, the God of love, God, and I just pray right now that you would just touch him, Lord, and that you would just fill them with peace, comfort, and love, God, and that you would just remind them, Lord, that you will always be there for them. I thank you so much for everything you're doing, God. I just pray that you would just bless everybody watching this. In the name of Jesus, amen. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for joining and tuning in. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I would just challenge you guys just to remember, when you're feeling like you're going through it, when you feel like everything is going downhill, I would just remind you just to pray to God and ask God to comfort you. Just remember to trust in God that He has everything in control. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you guys later.